Hey, what's up everybody? Danny here, and welcome to part 2 of Republishing Like a Pro. 5 simple steps to boost your book sales while never having to worry about broken book links again. So once we get through this, you'll no longer need to worry about whether or not your links work in the front or back matter of your books, because you all have already mastered that by having a self-hosted WordPress website and having it so that your book pages that you set up are going to the right location. Um, so let's dive in. Part 2, the setup. First, what is a redirect? In simple terms, a redirect is just a permanent URL link redirection that basically points existing link, so in this case your WordPress book page link, to another destination. So the book actually doesn't reside on your website, but you're able to control the traffic and point users to where they need to be. So the key takeaway here is that you really need to be able to point readers to a book page that you're trying to point them to 100% of the time. And if you republish a book, so that can be a challenge by losing links, by putting unpublishing a book, and then that link is no longer there, and then you republish, and then there's a new link, and so it can get a little bit messy from the maintenance perspective. If you're not maintaining those links, if you're not updating them, and you're getting users to broken links, and you're basically you're hurting yourself and doing your readers a disservice, because you're not giving them what they're looking for, which is another book from you, and you're leaving money on the table. So if you have a couple books that have a link at the back of the book that you're hoping they're going to click and purchase or borrow, you're going to want them to work at all times. So if you republish, make sure you go back. I can't stress that enough. Make sure you go back and update the links. Now the problem will be when you have more books. So you have a few books, no big deal. But when you have 10, 15, 20, or even more that are going to to similar books that you're trying to cross promote, it can become a maintenance nightmare. So step 1, and this is where I'm going to get out of the full screen mode here and just kind of show you where I'm at here. So I'm just taking a look. This is my personal website. Don't really do much with it, but I'm using this for this example. So you go into your WordPress dashboard, and when you go into your WordPress dashboard, you're going to want to make sure you set up a page. So you're going to do Add New Page, and in this case, I already have a page set up. So I'm just going to go to that page, and in this case, this is the page that I have set up. Okay, and here's the link. Here's the permanent link. This is important to note. This is the link that you're going to put in the back of your books or front of your books, wherever you're promoting your book. And you're going to need a redirect. Well, you're going to need, by default, you're not going to see any place to redirect this page. But there is a free plugin. So plugin that I use, I'm going to go to Plugins, Add New, and when you click on the Add New button at the top, you're going to be able to search the plugin store and page post redirect. Just type that in there, quick page post redirect plugin. I install that one. You can probably use any one, but this is the one I use, so it works. So no issues there. And then when you do that, you click Activate Plugin, and the plugin's activated. So now let's go back to our pages. And when you go back to the page, you should see a section in the page that has Quick Page Post Redirect, and there it is. So in order to redirect this page where you want it to, you need to put in the redirect target destination URL. And in this case, I have a book here that I published a long time ago, and this is nothing that I actively promote, but I'm going to be using it for this example. So let me copy the link here, and we're going to post it in here. Okay, and it's a 301 permanent redirect. You don't need to change anything, but you need to make sure that you click on the make active the redirect active. Okay, so just scrolling over here, we've created a new page, step 1, and then we've installed the free page post redirect plugin. Okay, and we set the initial target book link to Amazon, wherever you want the customers go. In this case, this redirect target link to this book page. All right, and then from there, you're all set. Make the redirect active. You're going to hit update, and that should update. Just take a few minutes, a few moments, and good. You're ready to go. So now I'm just going to copy this link, and okay. Yep, you're all set. So the next step is to go into the Word file. So we're going to test one of the books, in this book in particular. You're going to want to test one of yours that contain the permanent link to your website's book page. So I'm going to switch over to Word here, and so let's just say this was a book titled A Lucid Dream, Poems of Astral Memories, and this is a book, kind of book 1, something related in the genre, and at the end of the book, I mean, there's only 2 pages, it's just an example, but at the end of the book, you'd have a link, and this link would go to the website. And that would take you to the next book that you're recommending in this case. If we click on this link, it should take us right to Amazon. It'll redirect. It may take a moment. Clicking links in Word, sometimes it takes a few moments to load. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there you go. It basically took you right to the book page. Now, to go back, what happens when you republish a book? That link is no longer going to be active because you've taken that book and unpublished it. Okay, so all you need to do is when you go back to your website is take the new book URL and paste it right in the redirect destination URL. So if this link is the old book that was unpublished, you're just going to delete it, and then you're just going to paste in whatever the new link may be. Let's take that out. Okay, so whatever the new Amazon link would be, or wherever you're hosting your book. Some people also point the book directly to their website, which I think is actually great, and it's actually even better because you're not just redirecting people to another, a third-party site. You're controlling the traffic for them to land on your page, and that really gives you an opportunity to to sell to them or control the message, or let them know more about your brand. So, one of the caveats about this is redirected links usually a lot of times actually you get a bad rep, and if you search on Google enough, you'll find people having different approaches to redirected links. They get a bad rep for people that use them to deceive users to take them to different pages, so like more of a bait and switch type of deal, where they're promising them to click on this link for something, and then they click on it and they're getting something that they didn't intend. So that's kind of deceptive, and that's understandably why sometimes these sorts of things get some flack for it. But it's just important to note that you just make sure that all these tools are out there for you to use. Approach these with caution, and make sure that you're taking the user, and whatever you're promising the user, you're taking them to the right book and or product, and you're not deceiving them in some way. The other thing is, make sure that you check with the terms of service from third-party platforms such as Amazon when trying to implement strategies like this. Go on the forums and find out what is acceptable. In this case, the KDP forums and whatnot, to make sure that you're in compliance. The other thing is to experiment. Just experiment, and you'll find out what works for you and what doesn't. Again, I'm going to mention this too towards the last paragraph here, which is, point users to an actual page on your site that has the book. The point of that is so you can control the message. So if you have a book that is going to that's not just published on Amazon, it's published on other platforms, you can take advantage by offering other incentives for your potential readers to buy from other platforms, maybe iBooks, or give them other options directly from your book page instead of redirecting them. And then you can also later on down the line even sell direct if that's what you want to do. So I hope this has helped, and there's a few resources here too. You can just check these out. Redirect Checker and Book Designer here. These are some sites that can give you more information on book redirection and just promoting your books in general. And so the next step I would suggest is, we're all looking to make sales in this business, and trying to do it at cost. So really looking into your marketing strategy and building a market automation strategy so that you're offering books to your customers on autopilot is really the best way to do that. You can do that through paid advertisements, and you can do that through your email marketing provider as well. So I hope that helps, and good luck with your publishing business.